morning and a very warm welcome. You're watching JanataTelevision SD and this is the English Bulletin with me, Prajwal Nepali. The top stories first. House session comes to an end. No new bill registered during the last season. Government bodies asked to rescue Nepali citizens from Afghanistan. Cabinet orders to take immediate measures for rescue operation. 3,451 new cases of coronavirus reported across the country. Kathmandu district alone reports 677 cases. Desperate residents try to flee Kabul. International forces step up rescue efforts. And Liverpool centre-back Davies agrees loan deal with Sheffield, decides to move after failure to make it to the first team of Reds. And now the news in detail. The recent session of Federal Parliament has come to an end effective from yesterday midnight. House of Representatives Speaker Agni Prasad Sapkota read out a letter received from the Office of the President in yesterday's meeting regarding the end of the session. The House session ran for 29 days since it commenced on July 18. There were altogether 10 meetings which ran for 20 hours and 15 minutes. Economic Ordinance 2078, Appropriation Bill 2078, some acts drafted to amend violence against women, Nepal Police and Province Police Monitoring Ordinance 2078, and COVID-19 Crisis Management Ordinance 2078 among others were tabled in the meeting. However, no new bills were registered in the latest session of Parliament. Prime Minister Sher Bahadur Deuba had received a vote of confidence of the Parliament on July 18. The government has directed all concerned bodies to rescue Nepali citizens from Afghanistan as soon as possible. A cabinet meeting held at the Prime Minister's official residence in Balwatar yesterday took a keen interest in the present matter in Afghanistan and directed the concerned agencies to rescue Nepali citizens there as soon as possible. Minister for Law, Justice and Parliamentary Affairs Gyanendra Bahadur Karki, the government's spokesperson, said the concerned bodies have been directed to rescue Nepalese in Afghanistan as soon as possible. The meeting also called for the withdrawal of the program in protest of the ongoing death strike of former British Gurkha soldiers in London, UK. The Standing Committee meeting as well as the Parliamentary Party meeting of the CPN-UML is taking place later today. The Standing Committee meeting is slated for 11 a.m. today morning, after which the Parliamentary Party meeting will take the place. The UML summoned the meetings after the President ended the House session upon the recommendation of the Prime Minister Sher Bahadur Deuba. Chief Whip of UML Vishal Bhattrai informed that it is a usual meeting after and before the House session. This is Janata Bulletin. We'll be right back after a short break. Welcome back. We continue with other national news. The government yesterday confirmed 3,451 new cases of coronavirus across the country. According to the Ministry of Health and Population, Kathmandu district recorded 677 new cases, followed by 167 in Lalitpur and 117 in Bhaktapur. Among the new cases, 2,566 were confirmed from 10,093 PCR tests, while 885 were reported from 5,518 antigen tests carried out across the country. Similarly, a total of 2,458 infected people recovered from the disease yesterday. Meanwhile, the number of active cases in the country stands at 39,371. Of them, 36,036 are in home isolation and 3,335 patients are in institutional isolation. Likewise, a total of 795 COVID-19 patients are undergoing treatment in ICUs of various health facilities, while 197 are with ventilator support in the country. The disease claimed 35 lives yesterday, taking that toll to 10,327. And now the news from economic front. The 9th meeting of Nepal-India Oversight Mechanism was held in Kathmandu yesterday under the co-chairmanship of Foreign Secretary Bhadra and Ambassador of India to Nepal Binay Mohan Quatra. According to a press release issued by the MOFA, the meeting reviewed the progress of the projects being implemented under the Bilateral Economic and Development Cooperation. The meeting held discussions on the status of implementation of the all ongoing projects, including Tarai Roads, cross-border railways, Arun 3 hydropower project, petroleum product pipelines, Pancheshwar multipurpose project, post-earthquake reconstruction, irrigation, power and transmission lines, construction of Nepal Police Academy, integrated checkpost, Ramayana Circuit, HICDPs, motorable bridges over Mahakali River, agriculture and cultural heritage, among others. Nepal and India, both sides underlined the need for the implementation of the bilateral projects and agreed to take necessary measures to timely address problems and obstacles in the course of the implementation of the projects. Time for a short break here at Janata Bulletin. Stay tuned for international news. Welcome back. Now the international news. There have been scenes of panic at Kabul airport as desperate residents try to flee following the seizure of the Afghan capital by the Taliban. The US Army said soldiers shot 2 armed men, while 3 people are reported to have died after falling from the underside of a plane while they were clinging to shortly after takeoff. The airport was closed earlier by soldiers to try and clear the runways. US military planes are now landing, including one carrying US Marines. Marines are being flown in to help the evacuation effort. The US and other countries are rushing to remove staff and allies from the country. A German evacuation plane also landed at Kabul airport on Monday, sources told Reuters news agency. On Sunday, the Taliban declared victory after Afghan President Ashraf Ghani fled abroad and his government collapsed. The militants' return to rule brings an end to almost 20 years of a US-led coalition presence in the country. You're watching Janata Bulletin, and now the latest from the world of sports. Liverpool centre-back Ben Davies has agreed a season-long loan deal with Sheffield United. Davies, 26, has yet to make a senior appearance for the Reds following his transfer deadline day move from Preston in February. He becomes Blades manager Slaviska Djukanovic's first signing since taking over at Bramall Lane. There will be no option for the Blades, who were relegated from the Premier League last season, to buy Davies. Hopefully, I can fit into the manager's plans well, he said. I have missed match days and the buzz of having fans in grounds. That's part of the excitement coming here and hopefully having a successful year. We're at the end of Janata Bulletin and the headlines once again. House session comes to an end. No new bill registered during the last session. Government bodies asked to rescue Nepali citizens from Afghanistan. Cabinet orders to take immediate measures for rescue operation. 3,451 new cases of coronavirus reported across the country. Kathmandu district alone reports 677 new cases. Desperate residents try to flee Kabul. International forces escape of rescue efforts. And Liverpool centre-back Davies agrees loan deal with Sheffield, decides to move after failure to make it to the first team of Reds. And that's all from the English News Desk for today. You can follow Janata Television and our programs on various social media platforms, including on our website at janatasamachar.com. Keep watching Janata Television HD. Namaste.